Hi everyone, welcome to the Stamping Zoo. I do apologize for being a few minutes late. Yes, we'll get into that, but we're gonna have a fun night tonight. Guys, I've missed you. I haven't gone live since a week ago Sunday, and so I would like to say that I was just a ball of energy getting all sorts of things done, but no, I just needed a break, it turns out. I just needed a little bit of a break. And so I didn't have a lot of energy to do much of anything after my day job. But you know what? It's okay. I'm back in the swing of things. And I'm so glad to be here with you. And so, anyway, as you're popping on, please say hello to me. Tell me what you've been doing the past week or so. And I have still been responding to comments and questions and orders and things like that. So I've been around. Like I said, I just I had a real dip in my energy, which happens with me sometimes. And so getting back into the swing of it, it's very good. And but life, I mean not life, my job this month is very, very busy. It's a busy month, probably the busiest month out of my year. And I just couldn't do it all. So anyway, hello everybody. It's so nice to see you. And then I am now 10 minutes late. I swear to you, I was coming in here at 6:45 and Tango had a seizure in the hallway right behind me. So we had to stop, take a breath. I haven't dealt with that in, I think, over a year. He hasn't had one when I've been around, at least, but that's always a little disconcerting for everybody. And then, of course, I had to change my shirt because I had drool down one arm. But he may have come in. He went outside because they get hot. If I think it's very similar to a person having a seizure. Anyway, they get really hot, and so he's always wanted to go out in the yard. There's not a lot I can do. If I hear any rustling on the, um, if I hear what I think is him having another one, then we'll call it a night, okay? It usually doesn't happen that way, though. It usually happens a single one in an incident. I know it happens, Corinne. Well, just to this particular dog. So, anyway, so of course, as I was coming back here, then things have to wait, right? When your child's having a seizure, even if it's your 13-year-old dog, you work them through it. Okay, and hello. I know, Lori, you know exactly how feeling fatigued goes. It was a little overwhelming, and I didn't know that's what I was going to end up doing with my time away from my lives, but just giving you a heads up. If I missed something that you asked of me, please ask me again. Okay. Like I said, the past few days I've been getting back into it and I kind of feel like I'm coming out of a haze. And this is always how it works. So, yes, I'm very happy to have you guys here. Anyway, I'll stop talking about my health and the dog's health. And we're going to talk about stamp and chat because I'm missing my stamping and chatting. Yes, we're going to work with Delightful Wishes today. It's an entire suite of products that came out in the mini catalog. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe everything is staying from the suite except for some of the little skinny 1/8 inch Daffodil Delight ribbon. So we're going to play with it tonight. And you know what? Even if it's retiring, we're still going to play with it because I checked the inventory list today and I believe everything was available except for that ribbon, which was kind of the story of this suite, wasn't it? That ribbon was hard to stay in stock. But and the paper has been very, very popular. So we're going to play with all the things. All right. I'm going to show you all the things. We're going to talk about all the Stampin' Up! Things and all the Stamping Zoo things. Have some fun. Jean, yes, I am too always in a haze, but I guess I have different levels. Okay. So, yeah, you're right. But yes. Oh, okay. Corinne says she did get the ribbon order today and it's low inventory. Something else. Well, depends on when you ordered. Anyway, I won't get sidelined by that. You can't purchase the entire suite, which means one of something is out. Could be the bees, could be the little bee trinkets, But all of these things are carrying over. I know the bees for sure are carrying over. And so I have pre-cut and I have ideas for us. So we're ahead of the game and we'll get there. Okay. If you are new, hello and welcome, or welcome back. If you are one of my tried and trues, I welcome you all. I am Lisa Harden, coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo in a beautiful Boise, Idaho today. I mean, this week has been my kind of week. High 60s, low 70s, sunshine. I have the windows open and different smells are coming in, and I'm allergic to all of them, but I don't care. Lilac, choke cherry, all these different yummy flowering spring things. So if it sounds like I've been smoking today, that's the reason. I'm allergic. Most of you are. So anyway, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator besides all of these things I'm telling you about my life, but this is a live online class that you are either watching live or on replay. And as I said, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and so one of the things that means is that I give you free online classes twice a week. I also offer different fee-based events, both in person and online. You can find out more about me, my business, and the events over at thestampingzoo.com. If we have time, we'll take a trip over to a virtual trip over to my website, and I can just show you a couple of the highlights. But in the meantime, just know that we are going to play with some really pretty products, nice products. And I'm going to show you a couple of different die sets that are what I would call workhorses. So they go with many different sets, themes, different shapes. So they're definitely things that you might want in your shopping cart. Please feel free to shop at any time. It's the only time I will allow you to leave the video. You may jet on over to thestampingzoo.com and hit the Shop Now tab, or you can use the links down below or up above this video, regardless or depending on how you're watching, to shop or to find out more information about any of my events. And I will also tell you about them at some sort of a break in the future. Okay. All right. So with that, I'm going to point you down. Why don't I just point you down? And let's see what we got going down here. I love it. It's good stuff. And I didn't do a class with it yet. I got sidetracked on something else for reasons we don't need to go into. But it will probably end up being one of my monthly classes. So we're going to use, as I said, this bundle is called Delightful Wishes. And look at that. It's got a very large die that's for the word wishing. I know you can't really tell what that is. It also has a stamp of the same name, and that will work separately or with the dies. Okay, we've got several pieces and parts of flowers, and you have different things that line up with the stamped images. This lines up, they are just shown at 90%. So the images on the cover are a little bit smaller than they actually are. But trust me, this die cuts these out. You have some dies that cut different leaf images out. And then you have some images separate and apart, or dies separate and apart from the stamps, such as this really great branch. I think we're going to work this into one of our designs. And then different pieces that when they are stacked together, they will make a really beautiful three-dimensional flower. I am going to stick with the color palette that's in the suite tonight, but rest assured, you can use this for any colors. You know, flowering pinks or orange or reds or different colors of yellow. Make blue flowers. It is all up to you and your imagination. And so let me grab, so there are 2 packs of paper. Now I've chopped mine up, right? And as I said, these papers are carrying over. One is the flower vellum, no, the flower and gingham vellum. Okay, and I believe I think it's 2 sheets in a package. I think I have a couple of packages in here. That's why I'm not quite sure. But there's a beautiful gingham. And then there is just an all over print. And I do believe that the die will die cut this grouping out. Yep. So you could use your die cutting. Whoops. You could use your die and this vellum and then get some really beautiful flowers. Okay. And then probably even the little single flowers can be cut out with one of the dies. There. Right here. That one can be cut out for sure. So, oh, and then the leaves. You could probably disassemble and cut out all of the pieces on this vellum. That'd be kind of a fun little project. Corinne loves this set. Very nice. Thank you for sharing, Deborah. Even though I came on late and I was telling you about my health woes. I mean, this is me, right? You know how it goes. Okay, and then here's the third print. And it's just a beautiful all over. Isn't that gorgeous? The detail is great. And the other thing I like about these vellums is that they're strong enough that you can turn them over if you almost want to give them more of an opaque, you know, like a background. If they are competing too much with your images that are in front of them, then just turn them over and see if you like that. In fact, it's really hard to tell. This one is more subdued anyway. So here's the back of the gingham and then the front. Yeah, I mean, it's really very subtle. But the other two patterns, for sure, they are more, here, let me do it that way. They have like a more opaque side and then a more vibrant side. So keep that in mind. That's just another way to kind of get more use out of this paper. And so that's the flower and gingham, vellum. I don't know why that name messes me up. And then this one is Floral Delight. Very, very popular. And that makes me think of Wicked, right? You're gonna be popular. Okay, enough singing. So we've got some beautiful prints here. I really like this. I've seen it used quite a bit, and I cut some of this. Hopefully we'll use it tonight. You never know. I have things kind of planned in my head. We're going to be casing me. Okay, I pulled out 2 cards from cards that I made a couple of years ago, and we're going to be casing myself. So that'll be fun. One of them's a case of somebody else, but we'll get to that. Okay, and then this one. This is probably my favorite, just for an all over beautiful background. And then this is nice too, and it has nothing to do with the flowers really, except for the color. So you can always grab this and use it with another set. It looks like birthday paper to me. Yeah, Alicia says the thing she was happy about is that the snail adhesive doesn't show through. That's important to know, isn't it? Because sometimes with vellum, we have to be more strategic and careful and hide our adhesive behind other pieces and parts. But with this patterned vellum, we do not have to do that. I love it too. Good job. Good job bringing that up, Alicia, because I forgot. There is a piece that's very fun here. It gives you the negative. So you cut out whatever size cardstock you would like. And then when you put the die cut on the top of it and run it through the machine, you are left with the pattern. It doesn't give you an outline cut. And this paper is retired, but I made an executive decision. You know, I rarely will use something that's retired, but I thought this paper was going to go so perfectly. It's some distressed gold that we had. And so anyway, you're just going to have to live with it. But I bet you have it in your stash too. Now, in addition to those gorgeous products we're going to use, also the brand new Textured Notes dies. This is part of a suite of Textured Notes is the bundle. And you can look back in some of my videos. Like, go to YouTube if you want to look back more than a month, because Facebook is zapping, killing our videos. If they are, whoops, if they're more than a month old, okay, I'm messing with the lighting, and all I can see is my huge forehead. Okay, sure. I wanted a little brighter. Okay, perfect. So look at these. They're all nested, and then each of them has a different texture. Sometimes it's, again, it comes off as more subtle, like on a piece of DSP. See there? And then sometimes it's like front and center when you use those dies on solid cardstock. So you have different ways, or I guess different, if you really want them to show off, then you do it on cardstock. And if you just want them to be more subtle, then you can put them on DSP. I know, Jean. Nobody else has extra DSP. It's just a me thing. Okay, that's fine. Hey, while we're here, I want to show you this beautiful card. Speaking of DSP, KZ sent me this card, Kathleen Zuckerman, and it's so beautiful, isn't it? She used the media florals. Media florals, correct me if I'm wrong. And then some paper from a suite of scrapbooking products. And so it's so gorgeous. Oh, I love it. And I love this little bit of texture here. And she's used some Stella on the smallest flowers. It's kind of hard to see, but trust me, it's there. Oh, there we go. It's there. And so I love it. Kathleen, really pretty. And what a nice card to get in the mail. I got it. I think I got it like right after I went live the last time. And so, of course, it's been a while. I'm sure she's like, hey, thanks for nutting, honey. Thanks for not showing my card. No, I love it when you guys send me happy mail. Okay, so textured notes. That's part of a bundle. I do one die cut from Spotlight on Nature, and this one is like such a good one that I have 2 sets for classes and for card prep. It's good, and it's still in stock. It's not on the last chance list. Yay. So let's see here. What else? Oh, the tiny bees, and they are tiny. So make sure they don't fly away when you open this thing. It says there's 40. I think I had 2 packs and I just dumped them in here. One's sticking on a glue dot right there, but that's what they look like. Oh, aren't they great? And so when I use a mini glue dot on them, I actually squish it onto the back. I'm sure you could use something else if you wanted, but I think that's the easiest for me. And I certainly wouldn't want to use liquid glue and get it all over the place. And then I thought maybe we would use the loose silver sequins. Honestly, I don't remember if these are still, see, it's this time of year where it's hard to remember. Is this last chance? Or is this carrying over? Because I didn't remember, but we might end up using them. So they are loose silver sequins. Hello, Kim. Kim, I didn't even start until 7:10. And then I just talked about my health and the dog. So, you know, what can I say? It's very nice to see you, though, and thanks for joining. Okay, everyone. So let's just start on a card. How about that? Let's see. I think I have a better idea about this card. So my mind is still a little scattered because of the dog. So, well, let's blame it on the dog. So anyway, let me just get these pieces and parts out. And I'll show you the card that is the inspo. Okay, that's what the kids say. This is the card. And again, I made it, I don't remember when. Whenever we had all these little pumpkin patch products. Let's see what I did on the inside. Or it did, I hope I did something. Oh my God, naked? How embarrassing. You're the pick of the patch. This is that bumblebee color, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. I really liked it. Okay, so anyway, we are going to use this layout as our inspiration. And then I always love comparing the current or the original card to the current card and seeing like how different or how similar they look. Okay? So with that in mind, I have cut some of the paper and the vellum that we were just looking at, okay? It's either 3/4 or a 1/2 inch in width, or no, in thickness, and then 4 3/4 in length. This piece of lemon lolly is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Then we have our card base, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Okay, and there is that circle I was telling you about. It's an old olive. And finally, an insert, 4 by 5 1/4 in basic white. How very traditional of me, my goodness. Well, I was doing it on lemon lolly, so I figured I could bring in some of the white from the different patterns, and we might even put DSP on the inside. Okay, you know I love that, and I hope you do too, because as Jean said, I know nobody has any extra DSP, but if you do, this is a fun way to show it off, is to put some on the inside as a little surprise. Okay, let's rock and roll. Oh, Corinne says she's going to get a couple pack of the bees when they come back in. Great idea. Let me grab my silicone mat because we might get a little sticky. We might. I don't know. But in any case, you can purchase the silicone mat. And as I said, all of these products by simply going over to thestampingzoo.com, hitting the Shop Now tab, and I have a free with purchase offer probably through the end of this month. And I will tell you all about that just a little bit later. But for right now, let me grab. So Alicia was very smart and told me that the seal, you can use the seal on the vellum and that it doesn't show through or cause issues. We are going to stack this paper top to bottom, but I don't want it straight on purpose. Okay? I don't want it straight left to right, and I don't want it straight top to bottom. So let's just kind of dry fit and see what we might like. I am going to keep, I don't want a ton of the blue on this one. Like, you can't avoid it. Some of the blue is on the vellum. I don't mind that, but I'm thinking I want to lean more into the, like, I don't want this piece. It's pool party. I want to lean more into the green and yellow. And then the next card has its share of blue. Don't you worry. Oh, now that's pretty. And that doesn't have. So let's see here. We need another piece of vellum. I thought I cut all the vellums. They all look the same. Oh, I guess they're not. This one's not the same, but it looks it. Okay, and then finally, I used a piece of that. Used a piece of that. Used that. Let's see. I don't know about, no. Do you guys have this discussion with yourself? Yes, of course you do. You're like approving or denying the papers. I think I'm gonna, where's that vellum? I guess it was this one I was thinking of, but it's too thick. Well, there's one way to fix that, right? I will just take this and give it a little quick trim off to the side. So I'm going to trim this one down to a half. Okay, and I guess we'll start and finish with that one. Okay, so everybody, tell me what's been going on with you. I have talked to some of you. I know I had team meeting, which was a blast. And so I've seen some of you. I've talked to some of you about classes, etc., but not here in this class. So, oh, and I also have 2 kits of past product that I'm going to be unveiling to you if you are interested in maybe making a flash purchase. You know, I have some fun kits that ended up being just extras. I just have one of each, and I haven't even put it on my email yet because I just found them this afternoon, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to offer that to my online friends first. So you never know what's going to go on around here. I also am going to tell you I made a switch about what is going to be used for the May Zoobilee. I made an executive decision on that too. Boy, we're making executive decisions all over the place at the zoo this week. And so I made an executive decision. I switched from notes and totes for now. And so you're going to want to stick around to see if this my change is one of the featured bundles that you might like to play with. It's still just as fun. And we'll probably end up using notes and totes in Zoobilee at a later date. But here's the deal. Here's why I changed it. Because this month I featured Darling Dinos. And in fact, those went out yesterday. I've been in touch with you via email, so you should know that already, but just in case. Your Zoobilee kits went out yesterday. And that is a very fiddly set in that it has lots of little added pieces and parts that you can add onto the dinos. And in that way, it's kind of like notes and totes. And I try to vary the classes on a lot of different, like I want different techniques every month. I want different themes every month and whatnot. And this was going to be like 2 fiddly classes back to back. And so I decided we're not going to use that one. But the one we're going to use, I can't wait. I needed an excuse to buy it. And we have free shipping today. And so I placed an order for that and a few other things to delight and surprise you with. Okay, so now the only thing you have to decide is, how am I going to put this janky paper? Oh, let's see. I think I want it the way it was before. These papers aren't necessarily directional. I want it to look most uneven on that side because this side's going to hide quite a bit of it, right? Okay, so again, bringing this in. This is a punch. I don't even know, this piece of crumb cake back behind the pumpkins is a punch. I don't even think I got rid of it because I like it and it comes in handy. So I still have it over there. I couldn't tell you what it's called. Okay, so this is going to be our fresh and fruity Rudy Tooty update. Okay. And then, of course, we're going to use all sorts of pieces and parts that we feel like using to make the feature, whereas on this one, it was the pumpkins. And I have some different fibers, some different ribbons that I pulled. So we'll definitely use the bees. Okay, that's going to be just like the embellishments. Oh, please, Jean. I was the boss from way back when. I'm the oldest child. So, hey, Trish. Very nice to see you. Yes, I'm not really the boss in the whole world, but I may as well be. We are going to use some of that 1/8 inch Daffodil Delight. I don't even know if it's called ribbon. It's so little. But we're going to use it in here. And then I also grabbed, oh, I don't think I'm going to use this on this one, but I grabbed the very vanilla and black large check. And I also grabbed, this is the 3-color pack of Baker's Twine carrying over. And we can use the lemon lolly twine from that. And I bet linen thread would look good with it too. Now that I'm taking a look-see. Oh my gosh. Okay, and there went everything. Not everything, but a bunch of linen, or a bunch of twines. Come on, kids. What are you doing to me here? No. Oh my gosh. We'll find it eventually, okay? So, now I want to go ahead and put this up. Oh, now see, I did put designer series paper back behind that. And I do like that look. But you're the oldest too, Jean. Sweet. Yeah, I have 2 younger brothers. I boss them around. Even though they're quite a bit younger than me, and I don't really boss them around, but if I say something, They do listen to me. They might make fun of me behind my back, but I'll tell you what, they don't let me see them. They don't let me see them. So, yeah. My siblings are two big boys. Okay, I'm looking for a DSP. Am I going to find it? Maybe. Yeah. My brothers have trained in the martial arts for about over 30 years and tatted up, and one of them's about 6'3", 6'4". But they're good little kids. Yes, they are. Okay, I'm looking to see if we have any lemon lolly. Oh, we do. We have this. Like, you can't even see the pattern on it. You can barely see the pattern. My goodness. I feel like it's bringing too much white in. Does this even, it doesn't even really play off as a pattern. I don't know if we're going to get much bang for our buck there. I'm going to leave it. We're just putting extra weight into our card, but I'm in the color families, so we'll have new patterns to choose from soon when the new catalog goes live on May 6th. And here's something fun, you guys. So I'm gonna have a lot of my busiest work done in April, as I said, on my day job. And so I probably am going to take May 6th off and do all sorts of lives during the day about the catalog and everything that went live that day. Okay, so stick with me because we might have several opportunities to chat on May 6th. And okay, now I need dimensionals. All right, it's kind of warm here today, Trish, don't you think? I mean, probably not. It's 73 in the house though. And this girl cannot sleep when it's that warm. So I might turn the AC on. I know it's embarrassing, but I've already had the AC on. So you're in the middle, Kim. Not always fun, huh? I feel like you'd be the peacemaker. Like, I don't know what well, I know the oldest one's the boss, obviously. But this sounds bad. I don't really know much about the other birth orders. It's not that I didn't care. It's just that, you know. And I mean, I don't know how much I play into that, but I thought it wasn't a big deal, especially since my brothers are 10 and 13 years younger than me. So it's almost like they have their own like birth order, right? But then I heard one of their girlfriends at some holiday thing we were doing called my middle brother, the oldest. And I was like, oh, no, he's not. I was surprised. I was even surprised at myself. And she goes, well, you know. And I go, no, I don't know. I am the oldest. So apparently it's a big deal to me. Yay, I'm older than everybody. That's fantastic. Only when you're, a teenager. Anyway, he is not the oldest. All right, this is looking good. I'm liking it. And then, gosh, I don't know about the word wishing across this. I feel like it's going to ruin our layout, of the little circle. But this kind of comes clear across too. So see? Okay, Harden, you're going to have to eat your words there. Eat your words. Num, num, num. And then we could have this. I'm just playing. Of course, it's not going to look, like this. But we could have that. And then, so there's wishing, and then there's all of these little add-ons, okay? Wishing lots of love, wishing you all the best, wishing you a happy birthday. This looks like a really pretty birthday card. Let's see how far this goes out. Too young to do things the younger ones do. Too old or too young to do things the older ones do. Yeah, I could see that, Kim. You were the middle. That's why there was a show about the middle, huh? Now, I like how this kind of how we put the wishing off to the right and then the you a happy birthday off to the left. What do you think? I'm liking that. And then we're going to cut out, we'll do some two-step stamping. And then we'll have these little, I believe, some of these pieces at least are loose or little, in little segments. See there? And so we're going to actually just use them to frame our circle a little bit. So they'll be in a different orientation than they normally are for the flower, which this, when you see it all put together in the catalog, it is very forsythia forward, okay? I told you earlier that my grandma from the Carolinas used to call them a yellow bell bush, just like that. So anyway, we're working on a yellow bell bush, but we are modifying the layout. Okay, so I've been reading. Oh, Deb says she's been separating. You've been separating to get current ribbons and embellishments together. Tomorrow you will go through online and exclude. Oh, okay. So you're organizing your current and you're retiring. Is that what you're doing? Yep, it's the time of year. Hey, Ruth, how you doing? Yes, it's the time of year for doing some this and that, right? And I have done that as well and have a pretty good organizing system in place, but I'm definitely going to have a BOGO sale soon. You know what? If you're in the area, I'm really, really hoping to put together a 2-day event in June. And so I'll probably have a BOGO as part of that because it's really fun to do both at the same time. Why not? I say that. It's fun. It's very fun, but it's a lot of organizational work. So I go, why not? I'm planning a 2-day event. Throw the BOGO in. It's good. Yep, Deb's doing the same thing. And, okay, now, what do I want to do first? I think I want to stamp and die cut the wishing. And I did grab some different scraps before I started so that we could mix and match. I kind of think I want it on white with the yellow, and we'll do Daffodil Delight so that it's nice and bright, and then we will cut it out with the floating frame. So we will cut out our stamped word. The other thing we could do is we could cut it out as a detailed word and then cut this out as a different piece of, you know, lots of times I like to use glimmer paper or something like that for the thin word, and then follow it up with DSP or solid cardstock. And that is a really cool technique too. But let's stamp it out. I need to take your pick. I'm sure I had it out. 3 or 4 of them. There's one. We can go with one. So, what have I been reading? I finished a pretty good book, actually. Sorry, I can't tell you right now. It was so good. I've totally forgotten its name. You know, to me, that happens to me now that I read on the Kindle because I'm not continually looking at the title. And I think one of you guys or somebody in my book club, I can't remember who it was, but they said that they will write the name. And my goodness, you guys are going to be laughing when you see how much ink I put on this thing. There's ink all over this whole block. Anyway, so nice firm pressure, okay? And bring it down so you're not wasting your paper, but give yourself enough of a margin so that you can die cut it and have nice rounded edges. Ooh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. So yes. Okay, so back to the audiobook. Somebody said they write the name and the author on a Post-it and then put that on the inside of their Kindle cover. And so then they do that with their brain, right? They look at it. I need to do that. Do you do BOGO online? I do BOGO online, yes. And I also let my team choose one thing, one item, one bundle, whatever, before it goes live to anybody else, Kim. So if there was something in the retireds that you really were like wanting, then write it down And then if somebody else on the team wants it, then we'll just draw. Okay? So yes, I do let you guys do that. And I give you a cash or a BOGO option. Just a little teeny something extra for my team that I can do. So if you've missed anything that has retired, and I have it, then that's one way for you to get it. Okay, this is kind of hard to hold this down because there's no big area to put my tape on. So I think this is good enough. You know, I'm really thinking that I'm going to get a solar tube put in this room over there, over the dark way. Not just because of lives, but man, it would come in handy. But because I work in this office so much more than I ever thought I would. It's a bedroom. It's not an office, but it's my office. And with COVID and working from home now, partially, I'm just in this room a lot, and I'm constantly adjusting / fighting with the lighting, and then going live is, you guys, it's so cute. You're gonna love it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with it. So that's super cute. And then, oh, I should have done some other stamping. I must just still be a little off because of the dog, right? Couldn't be because that's just my personality. Okay, so this is two-step stamping with different shapes. Of course, there are, as I said, there's like the more rounded flowers, okay? And then there's the conical grouping of little flowers. And so we're going to use the conical grouping. And I think we can get a lot of bang for our buck out of this image. Okay, and we are not going to, we're not looking for shock and awe here. We're going to use Lemon, Lolly, and Daffodil Delight. You could also use first and second generation with one color. If you were going to do that, Lemon Lolly is really light, so second generation isn't that impressive. It's kind of like that designer series paper where you can hardly see the pattern, right? But that also is a nice way to be able to extend your stamps, because you don't need to have a million of them. You just use them with different strengths. Okay, so on that note, I haven't done this a ton with the stamp, but I tend to like to stamp the darker image first, and that seems to help me, guide me to place the other one. Okay, first of all, just to get general orientation with these, is you can kind of see that I believe it's that way. No, it's not. This way. Okay. So I get some general which way's up and which way's down, right? I like to do that. And then I'm going to bring in the Lemon Lolly. And this is a little difficult sometimes because I have to get my head in the way. But this is how I want you to do it, okay? Get your head over the image. And then I want you to kind of place it where you can see. Oh, there we go. See that? Okay, and then I want you to look in 2 or 3 different places and then place it. And let's see how we do. If it's not great, we just turn it over and do it again. It's not great. It's only so-so. Okay, let's try and do it this way. I mean, since we're just playing, because see, I don't do two-step stamping the same way every single time. Kind of depends on the stamps. So let's do light first and see if that helps me. Oh, I'm already having trouble. Okay. Oh, this is going to be more difficult, I think. I can't even see it, you guys. I can't even see it. Okay, let's go back to where I was. Just keep your colors straight so that you're not, you know, dipping into the chocolate when you mean to dip into the peanut butter, and likewise. All right. And then you should be good. Okay. This one, sorry if you cannot see. There we go. Okay, so this is just like beautiful little grouping. And these colors will soften a little bit more as they dry. It doesn't take that long, but they're still, you know, we've just placed them on the paper. So we can cut them out. We can die cut them, and that's not a problem. But you will see them soften and blend slightly. Okay, so let's get our little mini in. This is why the mini is so handy. It's just like right here when you need it. Now my other one's just right behind me, so it's not that far away. But it's heavier. It's heavier. I have a hard time. I tend to want to contort and then end up hurting my elbow or something. You know, everyone says, gosh, how'd you do that? Oh, I don't know. Holding a 10-pound die cutter back behind my back. Okay, now this looks good. I want to be able to, for you guys to see it too. And now we have to start looking for things, right? Where's the top plate? Here it is. Okay. Before I came on with you guys, I was watching Top Chef. Has anybody been watching this season? I'm pretty sure I've seen every single season and some of the Canadian season. Now this season, oddly enough, they are in Canada, but it's still the American franchise of the show. So it's very interesting. And I love, love, love Canada. And they're in Toronto, and I haven't been to Toronto. So it's very fun to watch that. Okay, I can tell right now we are going to need a little bit of leafery, if you will. Okay, we want a few leaves to have some texture. Now, do we have a leaf that is... Yeah, we have some leaves that are not coordinating with the stamp. They're just, you know, leaf images. And so let's get those out. I've got a nail. This must be the nail that I grab my dies with. See the corners off of it? And I've had a heck of a time. Saturday at noon can't come too quick. Oh, FYI, I will be doing so many videos this weekend. It's not even funny. As I said, I did get Zoobilee kits out, and I'll be doing the videos for that this weekend, as well as for my on-the-go mega class. And so 2 of those kits went out yesterday as well. So, and I'm still going to run that class for a while because it's so fun. And now that the kit's all designed, I can order supplies and get them back out really quickly. But gotta do the videos. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. I'm going to dinner with friends tomorrow night, you guys, which I'm laughing, but we're going really early. We're going at 4:45 to basically a fine dining restaurant, Barbacoa, if you know it. And I made the reservations 2 weeks ago. And this is a place where when it first opened and stuff, well, really any place in town, didn't always require reservations, okay? Maybe 2 restaurants in town, you really needed to have a reservation. Okay, so fast forward a million years, now I'm 56. And I tried to make the reservations 2 weeks ago, and we couldn't go at all on Saturday night. And we could go tomorrow, Friday night, if we went at 4:45 or at 9. There's only 3 of us. And so it was like, okay, well, I'm not eating at 9 and drinking a cocktail, even on a Friday night. So anyway, we're going at 4:45. And quite frankly, coming back around to that time. That is fine with me, especially because, as I said, I'm probably going to treat myself to a little cocktail and then either an appetizer or we'll share an appetizer or dessert, one or the other. And anyway, so, but yeah, I was like, 9, seriously? That's pajama time. That is pajama time, sitting and watching TV, and I've got a dog on my lap. I can't be out all hours of the night. 9 p.m. You know, when I do stay out, which is like once a month, I go to book club, right? And then when I'm driving home, I'm like, you know, in the olden days, this would be when I would be getting ready to go out and go dancing. Honest to goodness. I mean, in my 20s, you know, I have my little posse and just a group of boys and girls, guys and girls, whatever. And we'd be getting ready to go out like 8:30 or 9, hitting it. And that would be a weekday. Okay. Crazy. So anyway, I'm sure you've all done that and enjoyed it. And there's a time and a place. And if I did that now, it would be really weird and inappropriate. And frankly, I couldn't think of anything more tortuous than getting ready to go out at 9 o'clock at night. The dancing part might be fun, but it's a time and a place, right? And this is what I want to be doing right now. Okay, so let's build this. Let's go over to that silicone mat again. I was really smart to get that out. And let's build this on the silicone mat. At least the flowery part. Okay, because we know that the wishing is going to come in on its own in the middle. So I'm going to show you a little trick that I show you sometimes about how to get this all put into place as one image, right? So don't go anywhere. It's not time. It's not break time. And then we're just kind of sliding these leaves in. Now I want 3 leaves. Having just 2 looks really odd, right? It looks odd to our eye. That's why we use 3 embellishments or odd numbers of embellishments as well. Okay, and then how about this right there? And then I want this guy and how about this is going to be on a dimensional, okay? Ooh, look at this. My goodness. It's like a tiny bud or something. But when you look at flowers that are stacked like this, they do have all sorts of different shapes and sizes, don't they? Let's see. Is this going to look too clustered? Oh, no, it's quite pretty. And then maybe another one over here on the corner. Maybe. Oh, I like it. Okay, so now you either take a Post-it or I have this tape that looks like tape. I think it's Scotch tape, but it's low tack tape. You can use our masking paper as well, but I like this because I can see through it. And then place it, and I'm even going to take another one and put this together too, okay? Don't let those critters get away. And then it's basically all one element. Ta-da! Okay. The cool thing about using, I'm going to use glue. The cool thing about using a circle too is that there's no wrong way to put it on. It's not going to be sideways or anything else because we can just use this however we want to. We can twist and turn it however we want to. It's kind of my point. Am I making sense tonight? I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I'm doing. I just can't communicate it very well. Okay, now some of these are going to fall off, remember, because I was going to put them on dimensionals, or like this little one, he needs a little glue. But this gets you started. Your son and daughter-in-law, yeah, they think 9 o'clock is late. They're 51. Of course, when they were that age and wanted to stay home, and we were considered old. Now that they age, you don't look so bad anymore, do you? That's right. Kind of like when when in junior high, I'm sure my teachers were old to me, and they were probably in their 40s. That scares me. Like, I'm so sorry. If I see them again, I'm going to be like, well, okay, they're a little older than that now. But, you know, I should have apologized to them. I'm so sorry. I thought you were old. You were not old. But sometimes our perspective of actually being that spot ourselves helps it out. And then, like, I saw some funny thing on the internet about how the Golden Girls were supposed to be mostly in their 50s when they were on that show. And I'm like, seriously? Because I watch that show now because it reminds me of my grandma, but I'm like, no, they were not in their 50s. No. But maybe that's just how 50-year-olds dressed at that time. I don't know. Okay, look what we've done. Isn't it cute? I love it. So very pretty little thing that we've put together here. And then that's how it's going to go on the side. Then I'm going to put this on directly onto the layer so that I don't have to figure out how to put this up on dimensionals. Okay, and then the other thing is we need that last little word. Wishing, I put it on a block. There we go. Wishing you a happy birthday. Oh, I need to make sure. Oh, perfect. Okay. And I want to put that on Lemon Lolly first to see how it looks. Alrighty-o. And I'm going to put it in Daffodil Delight. Okay. Come on, friend. And now we have a really cool die that we can use to die cut this. So don't get scared. You don't have to trim that out with the scissors. Oh, I hope this is long enough. It should be, right? Oh, it's perfect. Okay. So this is from the Delightful Wishes set of dies. Okay, you know what? I'm going to trim this out because I want to use the mini. And that means I need to get it a little bit smaller. Okay. Ooh, this is fun. So glad to be back with you guys. I know it was just a little hiatus, but sometimes you need that. And then you come back all like ready to rock and roll. That looks great. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim, Miss Middle Child. Anxious to make everyone feel good, right? No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's start to finish this little guy. Oh, yes. What a gorgeous little gal. She's so cute. I'm not even going to use, you guys, because I use these leaves, I'm not going to use the fibers and the ribbons that I thought I was going to use. So be willing to let yourself, you know, take a little, take a right-hand turn. Oh, thanks, Kim. I've missed you too. I do miss you guys when I'm not on. Believe it or not. Okay, make sure your leaves don't, you know, come out past the border of the card. Okay, and then, yes, it would have been really smart if I would have put this on adhesive sheet, but I didn't. And so I am just going to bring a little liquid glue along here and get the job done that way. Okay, let me check that one out. That needs a little bit of editing. I'm just pulling off a little bit of the glue with the tip of that paper. Okay, and then you guys, I had the opportunity to put together a few of our kits. Man, they're so good. It was really fun. I put them together because I need them for samples for a class. But it was really enjoyable. And so I highly recommend it. If you've not taken a look at the kits lately, please do so because they're really good. Okay, you know what? Can I move this out? Yes, I can. Oh, no, I can't. Or we'll see the glue. Okay, scratch that. Scratch it. Okay, I think I can put this up on dimensionals though. I bet they have made this just small enough for the minis. Okay, so you can purchase all of these adhesives. My goodness, even if you don't want to purchase anything else but you paper craft, buy our adhesives for goodness sake. They're the best. And we have great prices and great selection. So here I'm using the mini dimensionals. Then we have the regular size dimensionals in white and black. Okay, black is great for obviously like Halloween, but also just all those fall dark regal colors. I'm trying to see, is this straight? It is. What's throwing me off is that paper behind it isn't straight, right? Don't forget, I did that wonky thing with the paper. So you kind of have to keep your eye on not following your paper strips or it'll be weird. I'm just saying. Now let's come back in with the little buzz, the tiny bee trinkets. They're going to be the icing on this cake. It's a beautiful piece of cake, don't you think? I think it's a gorgeous birthday card. I can't wait. Oh, speaking of, KZ had her real birthday on the 22nd. She's not here today. That's not uncommon because she's usually really busy. But she catches me on replay on Fridays a lot. I know this. So let's give that little guy a little home right there. He's in the flowers. And then I will hold this up for you or pan so that you guys can see all the gorgeous detail that comes along with all these pieces and parts. Okay, so see, I have the glue dot. You can't really see it, but I just squish it on there because it's so little. Like, what do you do? Oh, thanks, Lori. Lori says, beautiful. And it is. I'm quite pleased with it. And it's definitely, it follows our original, right? But it's definitely just fresh and new. Fresh and new. And then let's have another one. So we're kind of still using my favorite triangle for embellishments. But they're all flying off at a different angle. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to do the insert with you guys. It just takes so much longer than I think it does. But look at all these beautiful products from the coordinated suite that Stampin' Up! Puts together for us. That is why they're so fabulous at what they do is because of their coordination, and the products are high quality. So once you spend all this time on a card, you do not want it falling apart because of substandard inks, paper, adhesives, embellishments, right? You're not going to get that at Stampin' Up! You get high quality products. It's why they've been in business over 35 years. That's a long time for a little company to survive. There's a lot of things for them to go through, don't you think? Oh my gosh. All right, speaking of small companies, on that note, let's take a look and see what's going on at the Stamping Zoo in the next month or so. Okay, let me see. We've got to get out of that. Boop. Alrighty, now look at this no host code, everybody, because now you're your own host. Every time you place an order of $20 or more, you're going to earn 10% back. You don't need a host code. You don't need to keep track of links. Okay. Everything is kept track, or everything is kept track for you on when you log in to the Stampin' Up website. If you have any problems with this new program, please let me know. I'll be very happy to help you. One of the things that you need to know is, of course, you need to be able to log in to the Stampin' Up website. And the first time that you log in, um, when we started this program, is you need to opt in to receiving the rewards. I have watched all the information on it from the company. You're not opting in to anything else besides the rewards, okay? So don't think it's, something shady, some way to get all of your information. That's all you're opting into, okay? I don't want you to miss out because, again, it's 10% and the credits are good for a year. So please keep that in mind. It is a wonderful thing that the company is doing for us. And I love it. I'm so proud that that Stampin' Up is just the company they are. So anyway, earn your rewards. They're yours. They're just waiting for you. Okay. Also, speaking of rewards, you can earn this free with purchase class that I was speaking of earlier. I have worked with this lovely garden suite with you a couple of times now, and all you need to do to earn the class of 4 kits that will be sent to you along with an electronic PDF tutorial is place an order with me for $60 of product. If you supersize that order to $75 or more, I will add a package of the Starburst sequin embellishments. They're about $8.50, I believe. And please keep in mind, if you place an order of $75 or more today or through tomorrow, you get free shipping. That's an 11% discount. That's nothing to sneeze at, okay? So please take advantage of that. And my goodness, if you have a hard time getting your shopping cart to $75, call me, girlfriend. I can help you. Okay. Call me. That's my specialty. All right. And so I'd love to send this beautiful kit out to you. I've already sent several this month, and they've been well received. Thank you so much. Okay, I also have another class. This is the mega class I talked about. You make 10 cards and projects, 2 each of 5 different designs, okay? It includes video and PDF tutorials, pillow gifts, and door prizes, and it's all centered around this beautiful on-the-go suite that is shown here. And here's little snippets of some of the projects, but I have plenty of new things. And as I said, 2 of those kits just went out last night. If you add the bundle to this order, it is $38.50. I'll pay the shipping and tax for you, okay? As I said, I'll be able to put any new orders. If you place an order for this with the registration link below, I'll be ordering more supplies just as soon as somebody places another order, okay? So thank you in advance. This is a fun class. And if you are on my team or would like to purchase the starter kit from me and get your discount on everything you purchase, you also get free online access to all of my classes. That adds up. Okay, if you're going to be in Boise or if you live in Boise, the next Stamp Camp will be May 17th at 10 a.m. You're going to make 4 cards using current Stampin' Up product and all of my, I cut all of the supplies for you, plus you get to use all of the tools in my craft room. And the cost is $25 or it's free if you place a $30 order. And don't forget, you're going to get Stampin' Rewards in 10% back on your order, okay? You do not pay to attend this class until the day of the event. And as well, or as with the other class, you can find the registration link for this in the links below. Okay, the first payment will be due for the In Color Club between April 30th and May 4th. So if you email me and let me know that you are interested in belonging to my In Color Club for this year, which will be 5 months of receiving beautiful full-sized In Color products along with a card making class and supplies each month, and lots of little special things that I just find along the way to surprise and delight you. Please just email me at the Stamping Zoo at outlook.com or private message me here. Do not just put it in the comments of this video. I may miss it. So send me a direct message. And then beginning April 30th, I will send you a PayPal invoice just for the first month. Now, I haven't finalized the cost, but I'm sure I'm pretty close to it there at $72 shipped or $62 porch pickup. This will be a class that you pay for and receive products for 5 months, okay? And each month will feature a different one of the newest in colors. I have talked a little bit about this in a specific video about a month ago, but if you have any particular questions for me, you can put those in the comments of this video, or again, you can private message me. I'd love to talk with you about it. This is the 3rd or 4th year. I don't remember that I've been doing this. It's so much fun. I add to it every year, and I'm going to have lots of little in-color type tools for you to use both during our classes but beyond, okay? So I'm really excited about that one. Can't wait. All right, look at this. This is where I made a little bit of an executive change. So for the Zoobilee Crafty Kit in May, I am going to be using the Cheers and Sips suite of products. I can't show it to you because I don't even have it yet. I just ordered it today. But it's so fun, great, summery. When I look at these cocktails, I mean, it doesn't matter to me whether they're cocktails or mocktails, right? And I think that you will feel the same. There's just a lot of really fun little sentiments that go with them. And of course, it's a stamp and die set along with tons of coordinating product. So if you are interested in that, please let me know by using the links below. And if you add the bundle cost is $41.25 in the catalog. If you add that to your order, I will pay the shipping and tax. You just need to let me know you'd like me to order it. You do that through the registration. And then I send you a separate PayPal invoice per Stampin' Up! Policy. Okay? So that one is going to be a really fun one. So I need you to register by May 5th because we're all going to be ordering everything at the same moment in time on May 6th. And I want to make sure that we get all the beautiful product that we need for the class. All right, here is Chopped. Guys, the next voting for Chopped is going to go live on the 26th. So I guess that's Saturday. And if you would like to be in a little competition that's all about using a little creativity and having a lot of fun, then take a look at Chopped. It has its own link below where you can go and read all about it. And it's only $8 a month, and it's really fun to join with a friend, and then you guys are in the friendly competition each month. And who knows, you might be declared the Chopped winner. Okay, here's another club to belong to. We all love clubs, don't we? This is my Bon Appetit club. So stop scrolling by delicious recipes. Let's get those written down into a beautiful book. Every month, I will send you a recipe card kit that I have designed myself. It will include a PDF tutorial with a photo, and also most months we have recipes, but they must be tested and approved by our members. Okay, so if you have a family favorite or something you've been making that you just absolutely love, please send it along to me. I will feature it in the Bon Appetit Club. I use it. The way I choose for the month is lots of times we'll have a specific theme of products or a time of year, and that's when I will fit recipes in. But we're running low on recipes to use, so please contact me, and I want to hear about your recipes. Okay, yum. I think I know what I'm sending out for May, and then I have another one that I could use for June. But then, you know, sometimes I send it out with no recipes, right? It's only been a couple of months though. Okay, let's see how far we can get in this. I think we can I think we can get quite far with this card. And so this was a card, I cased it exactly from, as I remember, from Tammy Wilson. She is still active. You can find her online. If she isn't an artisan now, she was at the time she made this. And I think it was to feature these dies. Weren't they called ornate frames? Yeah. And anyway, I just cased the heck out of it. Cased, copied, whatever you want to call it. And then guess what? I never gave it away. How rude. I guess I never thought that I just couldn't part with it. This was one of the cards that I just couldn't part with it right away. And so here it sits. But we're going to, you know, do a riff on this card because apparently there's something that I like about it so much. I love Tammy Wilson's designs. And like I said, she's still active, and go find her out there, out and about. I don't know if she does videos, but she makes beautiful cards, beautiful layouts, has a great eye, and gives you fresh idea. And so actually, let's put that down here. So that is our inspiration for this card. And as I said, we're going to feature more of the pool party on this card. Now, where is that bone folder? You get out here, mister. We'll at least get the base of this card done. And then, you know, even if I have to like do some fine tuning off camera, we can do that. And do you know that I usually post stills of these photos, both on my Facebook page and then over on Pinterest. So, you know, if you want to keep them by way of Pinterest, you can do that. Or if you want to come back tomorrow or the next day, there's no guarantee on which day, and you want to take a look at the still photos, then pop in and do that. So there are two of the examples of the borders from the die cuts. So we're going to do this little thing back here, right? And I like, here's how I do it. I put this little angled piece so that 3 points touch. And then I put this so that 3 points touch. I don't know. That's like my favorite. That's like my secret pattern. No, it's not a secret pattern. It's just so I can get both of these pieces on. And they are slightly different. No, are they? Oh, now I'm confused. No, they're the same one. That pattern looked completely different to me as I was just showing it to you. It's all about the, I mean, the border looked different, but I guess it's all about the designer series paper. So what do you know? It's more versatile than I even thought. And so isn't that a cool, it really looks like a woven fabric. That is neat. Okay, now let's see. Oh, now I have this one cut. But see, Tammy cut this one off. Again, like putting it here is fine, okay? But bringing it off to the side and trimming it immediately gives you some extra interest. Tammy, that's why I love what you do. Tammy's not watching this, but you know what I mean. If you were, Tammy, that's why I love what you do. Okay, and so I'm not like specifically, I don't have any certain amount of measurements I'm using. I don't want to come over this piece. That's what I'm thinking looks best. So this is another one that's kind of hard to, if you start watching all the different lines, you don't know where to center it. So in the case of this gingham, it's very helpful. You just bring it over to the edge and get one of the lines to line up, okay? And then let's, oh my gosh, I just thought I put that on upside down. Oh my gosh. Okay, so tonight, when I get off the horn with you, as my friend would say, I am going to, now see, we can see the vellum on this, but we're going to cover it up so much that it's not going to matter. I'm going to go watch The Amazing Race, which I think recorded yesterday, I think. I don't really know when things actually show anymore because I watch it all off my TiVo because I don't want to watch all the commercials. So anyway, we'll see. Okay, now I don't know about that. Oh, oh, yes, that's right. See, I started trying to straighten things up. Now I just cut 2 or 3 different pieces um, of the different colors. So no, I don't like that because I didn't know what we would like, right? And then this piece could come over here, maybe. And then the yellow could come back on it, maybe. Let's see, that might be a little too much. Here's where this gold piece is probably going to come in. Oh, I almost cut that. And I'm like, no. This card's becoming very attractive. Cool. I love it. Okay, so let's see. Where can we fit? I might want to trim this down a little more. That I might do. Trimmer. Where would you be if you were my trimmer? Oh, stashed over here in this corner. Yes, these colors. I mean, beautiful Stampin' Up. Bravo. Or is it brava? I don't know. Either way, it's beautiful. Okay, so I've been watching lots of Seinfeld. That show. Some shows just stand the test of time. And for me, at least, Seinfeld. Yeah. I love it. And I have my best friend loves it too. And one of the things we love to do is work it into conversation whenever possible. When she was first dating her boyfriend, now husband, he, after like 6 months or so, said, I think I'm finally understanding that, like, most of what you guys say has already been said before. We're like, yeah, it's in the delivery. It's all in the delivery. Okay, now this, oh, I think this is going to look better coming in as a, I'm going to cut that off, right? So pretend that's not there. But I think that's going to come in at the same angle as this. Ooh, yes. Hello, gorgeous. How about like this? Trying to imagine. Yep, we're doing it. Okay, so we're going to cut that. And then this is going to have to start, whoops, lining up like this. Oh, it's very, okay, let's see. Where are we ever going to get a straight piece to write on it? Well, you know, that one's not straight. And we wrote on it anyway. This looks good. You don't even really know where the margins are. My goodness. Okay, I'm just going to bring this straight over this little distressed gold paper. Remember, don't get mad at me because you can't buy that anymore. Okay? So that'll teach you to purchase things and hoard them. No, I'm just kidding. You probably still have some, and if you don't, you have something like it. You can just use gold foil too. This just happened to be a piece of distressed something or other that we had. And that's the cool thing about it is oh, great. I just put that on the wrong side. I put it on the finished side. All right. Don't judge too harshly. Don't tell anybody what I did, and maybe we'll get away with it. Now I'm trying to give this a border of the gingham. Trying to even this part up so that it's not all random, right? And so trying to leave like equidistant around it. And then I have just a little bit to trim off. Okay. Ooh, it's looking very fun. And now let's bring a, we got to start like thinking about what are we going to use for, I think this needs a ribbon, just like Tammy's had. And I need something beefier than that little daffodil delight. So let me grab something. I have a pecan pie. What do I have? Let's see. I have a pecan pie ribbon. I feel like I should. Maybe not. I know what I'm thinking of. So that ribbon in the botanical texture suite is, I was thinking that it was pumpkin pie, and we could make this pumpkin pie, but we're not going to. It'll be good as a little piece of white, I think. Now maybe this should be a little bit bigger. This can be where our sentiment is. Okay, and then let's tie a ribbon and see how we like it. And I could also cut this in half if it looks like it's getting too big. It looks too big. I want it either cut in half and then used together or used separately. I feel like it's too heavy for the rest of what we've got going on over here. Sorry. You're going to ask me how much I'm doing. I don't know, 8 or 10 inches. You know I don't like a shorty bow. And I definitely didn't like it on this card, right? I took it down almost to the whole thing. Okay, before I trim this off, okay, see they're both in there. I am going to see how this looks tied. And then if I need more, right, I haven't ruined it. And kind of liking this. Oh, yes. I am someone that pulls my bows tight, and I know some of you don't because it can oftentimes save you postage, but I can't do it. I must have a tight bow. Okay, now this is the ribbon again that goes with, I'll give you the item number in just a minute, but this is the ribbon that goes with that Botanical Textures suite of products. And let's see, you know what? I see that fraying right there, and I should just lean into that if I can. We'll get it going on the other side too, and then it doesn't look so out of place. There we go. She's got sassy bangs. And I'm going to cut this, and see, it was just a little bit short, but now it's not. All right. Ooh, lots better. Needed more movement. I guess that's what I was thinking. You can never get enough of Soup Nazi. I know. No soup for you. Just watch that one. I mean, of course, they all seem to like run into the next one. But yes, I know Soup Nazi. And isn't he cute? I love when Elaine tells him, got a real Al Pacino thing going on there. Ooh-ah. But anyway, yes, Soup Nazi. Oh, I love this little ribbon. Oh, I was going to tell you. Okay, so it is 164634, and it's called, well, that's what it's called if you speak German. Otherwise, it's called woven ribbon. Okay, and look up Botanical Textures. It's beautiful. The paper, if you like this paper, you will love that paper. It'll knock your socceroonies off. Okay, so we've made this really cute little bow that has some texture and some movement, right? And then I am going to emboss on this in white. So we're going to bring some white in. I don't have, let me make a weird face. I don't have a sentiment, just a thank you that I want out of the Delightful Wishes. So I am going to stray a tiny bit here. And I just going back to the supplies to find myself a good thank you. Okay? So, or thanks is probably what's going to fit on there. Let's get this one. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, there's the bundle that goes, this is the stamp set that goes with that ribbon. Okay? So if you remember me working with that, then you remember the paper because it's so beautiful. Okay. I need a thanks. Come on, friends, give me a thanks. Oh, that's kind of cute, but it looks too small. 1 minute. You can't rush greatness. Okay, maybe you can. Oh, what about this one? Does this have a thanks in it? No, it doesn't. It has a hip hip hooray though. That's cute. Dang it. Okay. I have a really cute one from a paper pumpkin, but that's not current. You guys can't grab that. So that's not going to help us, is it? Okay, let me see here. Everyday arches. No, because that won't be the right size. Along these, oh no, that's not. Guys, let me see. Oh, maybe that. Maybe that thanks. It might look kind of weird embossed, but we're going to give it a try. No pressure. This is beautiful. It's so pretty. There's just so many great things coming out, both in our online exclusives and for our annual catalog, of course. Hey, do you need an annual catalog? If you are not working with another demonstrator, I'd be happy to send you a catalog. Send me a private message at the Stamping Zoo at outlook.com and give me your mailing address, please. If you're already a current customer, I've got you, okay? If you are in a class with me this month, then that's how you're getting your kit. Otherwise, the rest of them I'm going to hopefully get into the mail this weekend. Okay, we're going to have a lot of negative space on that. Do I care? I'm not sure. What about this one? What about if we just do both? They're little. Okay. They are little. And, okay, so I need the Wow white embossing powder. Not clear. It tries to trick me. Okay. So you need some special tools if you're going to heat emboss. Lots of you have them already. And you know what? If you've never heat embossed before, when you're watching this, if you have questions, tell me. I want you to do a video all about heat embossing. Put that in the comments. And then guess what? I'll do it. I'm like a little puppet. I'm a trained monkey. Not really. So anyway, I will do that. And, oh, before we start our heat embossing, I want to tell you, I have these two kits for sale. They are $35 plus $10 shipping. One is designed to feature country flowers, which will be retiring, but I can't sell you my retired stamp set yet. It's got all these beautiful products in it to make two of, I believe it's two each of 4 different cards. Let me check. But you get a half a bolt of the ribbon. You get a full pack of the gray embellishments. You get a nice little thank you postcard. 1, 2, 3, 4. You make 8 cards. Okay, and this is how my card kits are packaged. So everything's pre-cut for you. There's no stamped images per Stampin' Up! Policy. You do the stamping, and you cut and die cut anything from the featured bundle. But otherwise, I have everything cut for you. I have, oh, this is, you get a quarter pack of 2 different kinds of paper. Okay, so everything's ready for you. I even printed out these tutorials. And so again, I have one of these. It is $35 or $45 with shipping. And of course, I can ship it out to you tomorrow morning if you want. If you're watching this on replay, like here was just an example of one of the cards. And guess what? You're going to get that in your kit too. So if you are watching this on replay, and you can still just reach out to me and ask if it's been sold yet. So this is how you will get the tutorial written just like I always do with nice pictures, okay? And the supplies you need to create these cards are in this kit, plus you'll have a lot extra. So again, that one features country flowers. All right, and then the second one I have features Take to the Sky. I guess it was June 2024. So not quite a year. Okay, so then this one has some samples, some different papers, you know. This has a couple of magnets in it because there's a movable card that you make. This card actually, the plane moves and it's using magnets, okay? But here are two of the cards. You'll get that in your kit as well. A full packet of the industrial trinkets, which I don't think we have anymore, and they won't be selling them again. Then you get some beautiful foil, 3 different colors to use, as well as a half a pack of this gorgeous paper that also is retiring, or maybe is already gone. I don't know. But anyway, you get a half pack of that, and then just like the other ones, you get, you know, like in this case, it was a die. I used a die that wasn't from the die set that was featured, and so I cut this out of not your DSP, but some extra DSP, included the ribbon, all right, and you make 2 of each of these cards, and get all the supplies, plus the tutorial that I printed off for you, so you don't need to do anything but just open this kit. And then these are just 2 of the designs, but you'll get those cards as freebies as well. Okay, so again, $35, $45 with shipping, and they can go out obviously as soon as tomorrow morning. Okay, but I won't have more for obvious reasons. No more industrial trinkets, and no more Take to the Sky paper, I don't believe. Okay, let me get this straightened out. I don't want to send it in a mess. I don't send my kids in a mess, do I? No, you know that about me if you received something. So, okay, friends, Take to the Sky or country flowers, all right? Oops, there's the magnets. I heard them fall out. Oops, okay, there we go. All right, so again, don't put, if you want that, don't put the comments just in this video. Just put the comments in a private message to me. Oh, Jean thinks the DSP is staying. That would be great. Well, anyway, you get a half pack of it. And so back to heat embossing. You need some supplies. But once you have the supplies, they don't really change. And they are technically consumables, the embossing powder and stuff, but they can last you a really long time. In fact, you should change out your embossing powder, I would say every couple of years, as long as you're keeping it in a cool, well-ventilated, non-humid area. It can definitely last a couple of years. But if you're using it on the regular, every time you're dumping it out in a tray and picking it back up, you're picking up little particles of paper in this. You're heating and reheating the same embossing powder. So I don't know, like I use a lot of embossing powder, but I'm also creating more cards than most people, I think. So just know that if you're just embossing and you're like, gosh, you know, this isn't as fun as it used to be, it takes longer, my powder looks dull, things like that, then you need some new embossing powder. And also remember to use Versamark and to keep that keep that juicy. All right, you need a re-inker with the Versamark. So these things all help you to get your best impression. Make your best impression, which doesn't make any sense because the bundle's leaving. Oh, that the paper stain, exactly. I don't know. They didn't ask me, Jean. Okay. So now that we have the embossing on there, this beautiful thanks, I am just going to, oh, I know I'm running late. I'm running so late. Guys, it's almost 9. It's almost time to get ready and go out to the clubs. I can't even say it. I can't even say it. Okay, now I don't pick that up with my tweezers out of there because it sandwiches embossing powder. But I will bring the powder over the word a couple of times. And usually I'm not die cutting, or usually I'm not working on such a small piece, but you know, we do what we need to do. So, okay, that looks pretty good. And you saw that I used the embossing buddy. That leaves kind of a powdery surface. I think it's cornstarch. So it leaves kind of a powdery surface over the front. But don't worry because I have a little trick. Whereas if you see the powder, white embossing powder sticking to it, you want to get that off because it will heat in place, right? Okay, let me put this off screen so we have room. And then we have some great tweezers. I don't know where they are. I'm just going to use these tweezers. We have some ceramic tipped tweezers that come with the embossing additions kit. They're much better for this because they don't heat up. But we're doing such a small amount of embossing here. We should be good to go. So let's see how this beautiful thanks is going to turn out on our pecan pie paper. Oh yes, that's going to tie in our ribbon quite nicely. Okay. And just in case we don't want that much white space around our word, we're going to get this little guy. And looks good too. Okay. Now let me unplug that while I'm thinking about it. Okay. And then, what do I have? Where is it? Okay, so this is a Swiffer. I've been using the same Swiffer forever. And I just lightly Swiffer over it. And that takes off that any of that cornstarch powder that's left over. And then you're just left with the sentiments. Okay, back to our card. Where'd that beautiful card run off to? Here it is. Okay, we can do this, y'all. Ooh, so pretty. So we're going to have that. And we could also, we could change it a little bit. Like this bow is, I feel like this bow is wanting to be on the right-hand side. Why do I feel that? I don't know. No, I think I'm going to stick with the Tammy version first. She kind of had it going like this, which is fun. Okay, there's that one. Or this one. I like that. What do you think? The larger or the smaller? You haven't seen a catalog. Jean, I'm sending you a catalog. It went in the mail yesterday. Priority. So you'll get it. You're going to get it, girl. I like the large one. We're going to go with it. And yes, I was so excited to send out the catalogs. Then, you know, I have to try to conserve when I'm sending out something else if I can use a priority one. Yeah. Thank you, Corinne. Corinne said to use the bigger one. Whew. Because Corinne is really like pretty sharp about. Corinne helps me out. When the rest of you are like falling asleep, Corinne's like, I'm on it. Corinne, are you the oldest child in your family? Were you the oldest child in your family? I'm fighting with these a little bit. I want these to go down a little more. Here, this is how I think we should do it. Yep. Okay, Lori said larger too. Thank you, Lori. Thanks for the confirmation. Okay, no, that's good. You're the baby, Corinne? You act like the first. And that's a compliment. You go, girl. Okay, this ended up being a lot less about the daffodils, didn't it? But it's still such a beautiful combination of things, of like patterns and the colors in the paper, and then a little bit there. And then we're going to bring in those, well, yeah, let's use the bees. Let's go ahead and use the bees. I don't want to recreate. If I can find them, they're so small, I can't find them. No, that's just how it happens at the end of the crafting session. Oh, there they are. Okay. So, probably what I'm going to end up doing on this after we leave is I'm going to end up putting some of the flowers down here and maybe tuck some in there too. Oh, so you know what? I'm not going to put the bees on. Grant me extra time. All right, but we are getting there. And then this one just needs an insert, and then it's good. Okay, do we love daffodil? No, I want to call it daffodil, but it's called Delightful Wishes. Lost everything. Delightful Wishes. Do we like this? Because I love this. It's very of the moment. It's very like spring, right? And okay, I like that you guys are going to see where I'm stopping with this so that then you can see. And so come back tomorrow or the next day to see the still, okay? Thank you so much for crafting with me tonight. It's just been a blast, and I'm very fun, everyone. I'm very happy that I could be here with you. I haven't done this for a little while. I'm forgetting how to speak. So I'm so glad we were able to work with this fun, delightful wishes. If you would like to purchase this or anything else, please take a look out at thestampingzoo.com. Hit the Shop Now tab. Think about the classes that I'm offering. And I was looking down at the 2 that I just happen to have, 2 random kits to sell you. And as well as all of the events and things that are going on now. Okay, just take a look. Venture out and look at those registration links. They don't immediately take you to a place where you pay or anything. They just give you more information. So thank you so much, everybody. I've had a blast with you tonight. And thanks for putting up with my rummy ramblings. We still made some pretty cards, didn't we? All right, everyone. I'll see you again on Sunday. Thank you so much.